Hi, it's David with WorkSkunk, and welcome back to our tips of the day. Today, we're going to discuss how are you going to think again if software and robot technology is taking your job. The work of the Industrial Revolution was all based on how many bolts we could plug in a hole in an hour. If we went a little bit above the acceptable number, we got a pat on the back and maybe even a bonus check. If we started to fail, if we were falling below what was acceptable, there was always a mid-manager behind us yelling, "Hurry!" And when we started to turn in unacceptable numbers, we were pulled over and threatened. Well, welcome to a different world, because task work is getting scarcer and cheaper and less satisfying every day. And as we step out of that type of work, the next form of work requires that we think and feel and are engaged, because the next level of work is what machines and technology cannot do. And much of it is involved in solving problems. I'll give you one example. Al Gore, we haven't heard from him much at all, have we? And there's a good reason for that. A few years ago, Al partnered with Goldman Sachs in New York and Smith Kleiner Perkins, the legendary equity investment firm in Silicon Valley. And together they built a vetting plan for green energy that if you could make it through that process, the probability of your success was enormous. So that's what they started to do. And now, every year, Al Gore's net worth doubles. He easily is going to be the most wealthy vice president in history. But he hasn't drawn attention to it publicly, because look what we do with stuff like that. We put it down, we threaten them, and we start politicizing it, which is not going to help. Today's social entrepreneurs are proving the problems of the world by solving problems and making those problems profitable. So as we leave task work, I would look at what are the innovations that companies are investing in, investors are staking their future in, and look at the problems they're solving, and the ones that attract you the most, find your way in. And there's almost always a way in. You can get our tips every day by hitting the subscribe button. And if you want a world of solutions about work, whether you work for a company or you're an employer or you're a business owner or you're thinking about moving from one platform to another, go to workskunk.com, and we provide education for the new world of work without paying a cent.